Welcome back to the LEC. Fnatic will make it to Worlds as they defeat G2 Esports, and we can watch the winning moments right now from the team a couple minutes ago. And Upsets, thank you so much for joining me. How do you feel right now?
I feel really overwhelmed. I honestly can't even describe it. It doesn't even feel too real right now. I've been trying for such a long time to go to Worlds, and I always felt like I was good enough to be in a team that can make it there, and something never really quite worked out for me, even though I was close many times. And this time in playoffs, we had a talk, and I said it's so important that we will be strong mentally, and everyone really believed into the idea. And even when we had difficult days, we came into the match day and made sure that everyone was ready to go all the way. And I'm so proud of my team that we managed to pull through in Game 5 3 times in a row. It's honestly like a movie, and I want to thank my team and also my wife, of course. She has been so supportive, and I don't think I could have done it without her giving me the mental strength. And also my family, of course, and I'm just very happy right now. I still can't really believe it, but yeah, I'm just feeling very proud of the people supporting me.
I can imagine, and you've been working so hard for this, and you talk about the mental preparation and how to stay calm on the D-Day, I want to say, and it went to 5 games here, and I mean, we knew what was at stake, a Worlds ticket, but also Fnatic facing G2 come on together like spot. I think it's the best story we could have had, but I'm just wondering how you guys managed to stay so calm and mentally reset after each game to come back creative and be even stronger, because I feel like, yeah, you got stronger throughout the series today, Upset.
Well, we felt like that the times the enemy teams were winning in playoffs was when we griefed it really hard, and the times where we would win, it was when we didn't throw our lead. So it wasn't like we got stomped and we didn't know what happened. We had a clear idea, and we had very good ideas of how to approach the next game mentally. Like, if we get ahead, we can chill a bit. We don't need to run it down so hard. And everyone took a lot of confidence in this, I think. Once we got ahead, even it looks like we need to lose 2 games first, so people can like chill a bit. But once we reach this point, it feels like people are like playing for their life, and this is when we shine and we come up huge. And yeah, my teammates showed up so big today, so I'm just really proud of them.
Tell me about the defining factor in game. What made you the better team when you think about the teams, the composition you had, the way you guys played, the way G2 played?
I felt like they were playing kind of desperate with their jungle to help their lanes a lot. And I'm not sure why, but their jungle was falling behind a lot, trying to pressure lanes, but the lanes didn't really crack. I think everyone on our team played a super solid laning phase, and Bwipo capitalized so well and then led the game a lot, and everyone just felt like we knew what we want to do when we got ahead in the games that were really important, let's say. So yeah, I think this gave us a lot of confidence throughout the game and made us the better team today.
Tell me about the Darius last pick during the last game. I guess it was an add-on idea?
Yeah, Adam just wanted to play Darius because it seemed like a good matchup into Camille, so he just picked Darius. And yeah, he really smurfed today, so I'm really happy about that, of course.
And we'll see him in a couple minutes in PGL, but before that, Upset, you talked about this. You were so close to reach Worlds a couple times. 2018, 2019, you missed out on Worlds, and now it's finally here after 4 years of you playing on stage, and you finally made it. So what does it mean to you?
It means everything to me, because I've been waiting for this moment for so long, like I said, and I'm just happy to be in a group of people that shows up when it's important, and we all support each other in the important moments. We had so much trust in our team to first-time champs even today, and just make sure we believe in each other, and that's more important than maybe picking the best champ in a moment or something. And I think it really shows throughout the games that we stayed calm and we managed to pull through. And yeah, that's just a very fulfilling feeling, because after all, it's a team game. You can think you're super good individually, but you don't win games alone. It's always the team. And I'm just so happy I'm on the side of the better team today.
What are you looking forward to the most when it comes to World Championship? Of course, you could still start from play-ins. We don't know that. We'll see about that next week in the playoffs. But yeah, any expectations so far, given the teams that already qualified?
Well, always felt very confident in my ability, especially with silly. So maybe I would like to get some reality check from maybe some from FPX or something. If they qualify some Chinese League of Legends, I would like to experience firsthand and see how we stack up.
That would be fantastic. But as I said before that, you still have maybe a last step to climb. Next week in playoffs, you're still running for the first place. We'll see how about that. But given the way you guys played lately, the teams remaining, Rogue and Mad Lions, how do you see next week developing for you?
Well, I think if it goes to 5 games, we will win. Let's say that.
The 5-game buff upset. Well, for now, congratulations on taking down G2 today. Thank you so much for the interview and your time, and we'll see you next week. And for now, that's all on this side of the studio. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in a couple minutes for the post-game lobby. Stay tuned.
To the LEC post-game lobby. I'm Chucks. I'm joined by Adam, Niski, and Yamato. Niski didn't make it to the graphic, unfortunately, because there were some swapperoonies last minute. Also, if you're wondering where Hilly and Bwipo are, Bwipo is currently in a documentary shooting where they're following him this whole crazy days. That's going to be dope. And Hilly was feeling a bit knackered after the 5 games, which we can all understand, right? So, yeah, I want to get a first reaction of everyone of Make It to Worlds. Adam, I'm going to start with you, the rookie. How do you feel you did in the series?
Honestly, I think I did pretty well, I would say. I wasn't that much stressed because I thought that we could win if we were at our best, as I said yesterday during the interview. Yeah. And I think that's what happened. That's what happened, basically. I think G2 wasn't playing that good either. They were a bit trolling, especially Wunder, I would say, without shutting him. Yeah, but he was playing bad. But so I think it was a bit easier than we might have all expected. And of course, going towards, I won EU Master during the first split, and now I go towards. This is really amazing what's happening to me, and I'm actually really glad to be part of this team, to have Yamato as a coach, Iski as a wonderful teammate, everyone has a wonderful teammate too, and I'm really happy.
Yeah, of course. Congratulations. It's really insane, actually, what you've done so far and how you've also adjusted, because it's not easy to step into an organization like Fnatic, right? And then the pressure of Bwipo, who goes to the jungle. How do you feel you've learned specifically from playing with these guys for a summer?
Before meeting them for the first time, I was a bit scared. I'm like, wow, such players with great experience. I don't even know, I would be so shy, talking about them, about the game, because they know so much more than I do. And I thought, there would be kind of ego coming from them. But naturally, I instantly felt like the atmosphere that they were here to help me to improve. And, this is really thanks to them and thanks to Yamato, thanks to everyone, that I could improve that fast and that much. Because they really make me feel comfortable the first day I was with them. And I mean, I think that I couldn't expect more from a team like that.
Mm-hmm. Like you speak to me, it seems like someone who's been in the scene for years and years and years, honestly, with the clarity. What can you tell me about, I think Adam, but also the way the whole team formed around him?
Oh, honestly, I think, every team comes with its own challenges, and it's all about how much energy and effort you put in to make it work. We've had times where things were rough, but I think it was always clear to everyone what potential we have. And like our mantra, we're on a mountain, just making sure that our mental is in the right place. Some of the lessons and the learnings we've gone through together has been phenomenal. And it's always in playoffs, comparing to spring and comparing to now, it's always like the final product. What are you when you are there in the end? And I can clearly see that everybody, including Adam, is just applying the lessons that we've learned on our journey. And it's not over yet, and we're going to learn from this series too. And I couldn't be more proud of this group.
I mean, you have a lot to be proud of, making it to Worlds, this run through the lower bracket. Let's talk a bit about the series then, Niski, as we get another look at the desk slamming situation. And I think just kind of the love, that you see in that moment. Talk to me through the series. First, what dark magic did you apply to make sure that you got TF so many times?
I don't know, actually. I was surprised. I thought, since I played, I think twice, game 5, once against Vit, once against Misfits, it was. I was like, okay, I guess they will ban TF probably. Oh, yeah, I guess they will ban TF, but then they didn't. And I got it 4 games, and we were always winning, but then we were losing games, and I was so ahead. I had 2 items to 1 every single game, and I was like, guys, this is not normal, the way we play, we need to change. And then we realized that if you fight less and just let me play my game, then it just free wins, and that's what we did the 2 next games, and we won. So
yeah.
Thanks, Grabs, for TF, by the way.
Thanks to Grabs. Yeah, I mean, let's talk about that, because you're right. Your early games, outside of the one where Jankos on Lee Sin got super far ahead because of that triple kill mid lane, your early games were insane. But there was that, I believe it was game 2, right, where the Pyke. Yeah, so the Pyke, Whippo and Hilly just go in. You guys are so far ahead, and then you're at the inhibitor. Was that kind of the moment where in the talk also after it was like, guys, come on, we know we have this if we just don't do that?
Yeah, I mean, we just overreached a lot. I mean, we also overreached before in the game, but it happened to be good, I guess. But then we overreached again, and then we gave them comebacks. But game 4 and 5, as you saw, we didn't give them any of the fights they wanted. They were just kind of running around and giving farm, and we were just playing actually smart for once. And we just took it home.
Yeah, it was game 3, by the way. But
Game 2, game 3, it doesn't matter.
Adam, I want to talk a bit about the top lane matchup, and I want to talk about something that I read on Twitter, which was when you played Olaf. I hear that there's a story connected to that, in that you scrimmed G2 actually in K-Corp and picked Olaf. What's up with that?
Yeah, so I was in K-Corp, so we indeed scrimmed G2, and I blind picked Olaf, right? And I think it was playoffs for G2, playoffs time, because it was EU Masters for me.
Yeah.
So I blind picked Olaf, and Wonder considered that it would be useless practice for him to pick a correct champ against Olaf. So he actually picked Yumi just to troll his teammates. So, I mean, not to troll, but he apparently don't want to play the game. And maybe he should have picked a good champ, so he would have practiced more against my Olaf today.
And I heard that you put in chat when you played Olaf.
Yeah, I was.
Where's your Yumi?
I wrote no Yumi such.
Okay, yeah. I see. How do you enjoy the mental warfare of everything and kind of the pressure and playing around with it?
Which kind of pressure? Sorry.
Just the pressure you have, but it seems that you kind of like it. It seems that you get better because of it, with the pressure on your shoulders. I'm of course referring also to your Darius in game 5.
Yeah, of course. When there's a lot of pressure on me, I mean, I would say that pressure helps me to perform better, because I'm putting 100% of my mindset in the game, and I won't let anything distract me. I was actually really stressed before the game. I was breathing a lot, closing my eyes, trying to only think about the game. And this made me think about the Darius pick. Playing Darius would make me so confident, and also playing Darius for a ticket towards, I couldn't expect more coming. It's a really big gift that I allowed myself to, and also I'm really glad that my team allowed me to play Darius, because of course I had trust in me, but my teammates had had to have trust on me. Yeah. And I'm really happy that they let me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dream. You say it's a gift, but you gotta play it, right? And you gotta win the game. Yamato, can you let us a peek behind the curtain in terms of, you know he's really good at Darius. It's actually a good matchup into Camille, but it's a game 5.
It's just the story would be too good,
Yeah.
Darius game 5, people, all his fans always write me, why is he not playing Darius? I'm like, we're not going to pick Darius into Jace in the regular season. Come on, guys, stop spamming me. Because people always come to me like, why Morg? Why no Darius? And this was the perfect moment for it. And I just told Adam, just remember that the enemy has to engage on us and don't run into them, and good things will happen. And he delivered. That's the thing. He asks for something, he delivers. And I think that can be said for everybody. Like Hilly, Lulu, Pike, whatever. Like Niski's gonna always, he also has something cooking in his pocket. If he tells me, trust me, we're all gonna trust him. We're gonna back him up. And this is the bond that we've built within the team.
It's very, very evident. Final thing about the spotlight on Adam, I think you completely deserve it, but you are also the player of the series with
Nice,
53% of the
nice,
votes. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, good stuff overall. That means we're going to see you at Worlds. So let's talk a little bit about the World Championship. Now we have Mad, Rogue, and Fnatic. Niski, I'm going to maybe start with you. You have a rookie now, a rookie top laner, and you're going to Worlds. He's going to be doing that all through quarantine and all through the scrims. Talk to me about how excited you are to go back to Worlds and to go with this team.
I mean, for me, I'm really excited actually that I made it to Worlds through EU actually, and not through NA. Like coming back from NA for me was like a big step. I felt like I need to I had to like test myself against EU mids and actually know if I was as good as I thought I was, even when I was in NA. And I guess this is kind of a proof that I'm still like one of the best in EU, and I'm really glad that I go to Worlds and also kind of test myself again against the mids that kind of demolished me there before, like Doinby and like all that. I just want to see how they play and see how, I guess, good I am compared to them.
It's still meta, which probably will be, I don't think you're getting your hands on that TF probably.
Hopefully they don't ban it, yeah.
Someone will leave it open. Yamato, I also want to go to you specifically because we spent a lot of time together when you were also joining the analyst desk. A lot of times we worked together. I always saw your drive. But I remember talking to you before the season and when you got this opportunity with Fnatic and you telling me like, this is so huge. This is a career moment for me and I want to put so much into this. How do you look back on, as you say, the sometimes difficult time you've had this year and eventually the crowning achievement so far, making it to Worlds?
Well, I think anyone who is, has been working in Europe, the idea is always, you join Fnatic, you join G2. That's the end game, right? Because like in my career, I kept losing to these two teams. That's like the story of it. And then eventually you'll get your opportunity. And I knew, this is it. Like if I don't seize this opportunity, I might have just fucking quit. It's just, what's the point of continuing if we don't make it in this year? And I looked at the players that I have, and I looked at, just the ingredients we have and the potential we have. And like, if this wasn't it, then, might as well, go stream and play Fortnite or something, just hang it up. And I'm just so happy we made it. And I know it's not over. Like, I know the moment this is over, I'm going to think Rogue, Mad, and I know it's going to be the same for the boys, but we're going to have a break day. And, I've been saying from day one, we all wanted to win the LEC and nothing has changed.
Mm-hmm. Adam didn't know that you still had a chance to win the LEC, apparently.
Yep, indeed.
And the way he found out was so random too. I was talking to Niski, we were saying, yo, now we know our gauntlet after the Rogue got 3-0'd. And Adam was like, what? We're playing them? Like, Adam, what? You don't know this? I guess the LoL esports site could have been more clear.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always the case. Pretty chill, right? You just see the opponent ahead of you. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, I actually don't care like which team I'm facing. I just focus on trying to show which top is the best between the two teams. This is what I'm really focused.
Of course. Niski, can you tell me, from scrimming and playing, obviously you're also going to play Rogue and or Mad still next week. How do you think they're going to do at Worlds?
I think, top of my head, I think Mad is going to do really well, actually, at Worlds. I feel like their laning is pretty good, usually. I think their top, I mean, at least their solo lanes are really good. Their jungler is pretty good. They're both just, like, fine, or just do that, like, they do what they have to do, I guess, to win the game. I really think that their mid game is where they really shine, and they're all on the same page, always do good plays, punish enemies, never grieve, kind of. So, yeah, I don't know. For me, Mad is the team to be scared of, in my opinion. And for Rogue, I think they're a good team, but they don't have that, I don't know how to say it, but like they don't have that magic that makes them, I guess, be scared of, because I'm not really scared of Rogue, to be honest.
Yamato?
Yeah, I would agree with Niski. I think Mad Lions thrive in the chaos that always occurs in important games, because there's the human element of the game and there's so many variables that can change. Like you have a fight, enemy AD gets a triple kill, it changes the whole game. And I think Mad is very good at rallying around problems in the game and solving them together, while Rogue is very controlled and they play very systematic, but the moment something shifts, I think they struggle. And I think that is the biggest difference maker. And I think Rogue hasn't shown yet that they've conquered their demons, and those demons are going to be so much taller coming into the World Championship. So we'll just have to wait and see. You know, you find one thing, you figure it out on the day, and all of a sudden, you know, it could be one missing piece. So I would not underestimate Rogue, because in the end, they have good players.
They are great players, but they might run into a human-sized Darius on the Rift next week, and then who knows what happens. This is also the first time in the history of their organization that G2 misses Worlds. I do want to kind of, save a word for that, because that's crazy. Yamato, I may go to you for that, because, you know, with the weight of the European scene, it's kind of crazy, right? It's insane.
Well, it is insane, and from my point of view, it feels pretty damn good. I have to say, like it's so juicy. Like just thinking about like what just played out. Like this is a story that I'm gonna tell my grandkids when I'm old and gray and I can't play League anymore, because it's gonna be patch 64.10 and there's gonna be 1 billion OP champs, and I'm gonna tell this story because it's such a great juicy story. You know, I remember like all of the messages and the fan sentiment at the beginning. You know, in spring and everything was a disaster. Even in this split, you know, when we lost 4 games in a row, everyone was like, ah. And it just makes it so much juicier. But for me, you know, with G2, it is crazy to think about that it played out this way. And I think in the end, the challenge of just making a team work, there's so many details to it that you need to pay attention to. It is not just about picking players that performed good the last year and just hoping it works. So there's so much more to it. The team culture, how team players function together, and that's a challenge that everyone faces. And sometimes that comes with a lot of difficulties. So G2 couldn't figure it out this time, but I think their players have enough credit due to what they've accomplished in past years that you know that these players can be scary on a certain day. So even though with the performance today was underwhelming, I think these are players to look out for in the future still.
Yeah, tons of respect for the players, but I think we can all agree that the 3 best teams are going to Worlds, right? You can't take anything away from Rogue, Mad, or Fnatic, and you didn't pause a single time, Niski.
It's true. It's true. I mean, they were blaming us for the pauses, and I was like, okay, I will beat them without pausing today.
I bet you were like, this is a bug, but I'm not gonna pause.
Okay. Fun fact, we were actually thinking, because Upset was like lagging in game 1.
Yeah.
And it was like, guys, should I pause? And I was like, no, please, just play, you know? And yeah.
I think I'm gonna get a chat or like a Slack message from the referees afterwards. Say like, you can't do that, Sean. I don't think they can't pause. But in any case, that's a different story. We are gonna take a look at our bracket heading into the finals weekend. Wow, how this has played out. It's actually insane. Mad Lions back-to-back in the finals. Rogue now having to play Fnatic. Adam, you just played a whole lower bracket already. You won 3 game 5s. You know, how confident do you feel that you can beat Rogue?
Honestly, I'm really not focused on that. I don't evaluate like our chances to win. I will just go into the best of 5 and look to show who's the best top, and then we will all come into the best of, show who's the best team. Mm-hmm. I think at least this is the mindset I have, but I would say that I'm pretty confident, at least if we manage to keep this gameplay. I think we will still have a lot of chances, more than when we got smashed during the second game against Rogue. I think that now we will do much better, since I think, as I said yesterday, we found back our identity as a team, and it feels really great now. To play, actually, to be a player of this team.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a different team, honestly, when you look at that performance, I think specifically. I do want to ask you one more question about your gameplay, which is that you seem incredibly willing to leave your lane, sack your lane for the good of the team. It's actually nuts, because I feel like you've showcased that you can put on the carry performance, you can counterpick, you can play weak side, you can just leave your lane. I think a lot of top laners would say, excuse me, I'm catching this wave. You know, is that something that you've always done, or is that something that's kind of grown because of the team synergy?
Honestly, I think that I'm not thinking when I go mid. I just but like I'm just thinking like what's the more natural play for me, and what's the most efficient play that I can make, either catching or I don't know, going mid. Like I think that I personally don't care if I have to sacrifice a wave or two just to help my team to create an even more big advantage, because usually I'm not the guy that will 1v9 the game. Um, I'm I just have to help my team basically, and then when I go back into the lane, I just have to make sure that I will still be better than the opponent basically, because like if I just smash the enemy top by staying in my lane, it's not like I'm just smashing this guy. It's right, but if I smash him while being behind already, it's even more grateful for me, and it shows that I'm even more better than him. It's not that I just solo kill this guy. I'm just way better than him, and I just need to have this feeling that I'm way better than this guy.
Is this why in game 5 you got solo killed to then TP back?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Like I let him kill me, so then like he has confidence growth,
Yeah.
and like which makes him troll basically. So I kill him back, and then I take a solo kill a second time, but he doesn't get it back
No.
because I'm better, right?
Sure.
And I give him advantage, and then he's ahead of me, right? He's ahead, Yamato.
And you roam mid as
Yeah.
well.
Then I roam in to put me even more behind, and this guy, I don't come to side when he pushes, because I help my team, right? And then like I'm just better than him in team fights, right? And it's like all these little things that make me feel that I'm better than him.
Yeah. Niski, what a funny guy.
Yeah, I mean, actually in game 5, he was like, I'm roaming mid, and I'm like, no, please, please, please. Like, your wave is pushing to you, you can chill. He's like, he doesn't care, and then he comes mid, we like heal. I'm like, okay, game is over here. Like, good job, Adam.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yamato, what do you think of
wave.
that? Do you sometimes tell him afterwards in reviews? You tell him actually you should have stayed in your lane.
It depends on the value of it, right? It depends on the situation, you know. I just need to make sure, Adam, you know, we did a good series today. We need to calm down. We have a lot of series to play today. Yeah? We have a lot of more moments to prove yourself, and we will take those moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. You're sitting there thinking like I'm the coach, and if this guy's just gonna like flame everyone, it's fine. It's you're all in a very happy, I think, elated atmosphere, and it's only natural that you think it's funny. Niski, I do want to get your opinion on Rogue and possibly the Mad Lions and the idea of coming back to Europe, and fighting for that trophy next Sunday.
I mean, okay, I will start with Rogue. Think our chance against Rogue are actually pretty high, in my opinion. I think they play, their scrims usually are pretty good, but I feel like on stage they play way different than what they show in scrims, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But in my opinion, if we just play our game like we did against G2 today, we'll beat them. And for Mad, I don't want to get too scared, but they're pretty good, to be honest. I think Humanoid especially is probably the best mid in EU. I feel like his map play, his laning phase is just the best. And I mean, I am no shame to say that I'm just watching his like pro view and just learning whatever he does, and kind of, I hope I can use that against him as well. And yeah, I'm just excited to see how this week it turns out.
Yeah, Yamato, final note maybe for you on the trophy, perhaps.
Yeah, we're gonna gun for it. It was weird, you know, like in these best of fives that we played, I felt like Vitality was the most dangerous because it like bit us back. But I felt like in the other two best of fives that we played, like there was a constant fear and like a hope that we would end, which is kind of a good bet because it happens. It kind of happens. It's a good bet. And I feel like these two next best of fives, there's gonna be, you know, punch after punch. It's gonna be, you know, the kind of gameplay we know and love. And I think it's going to be a lot more interesting in terms of preparation, a lot more interesting in terms of just the gameplay. And I think the same way as Niski, I think Mad is a tough team to beat. There's a lot of inspiration to take away from them. They have an aura and presence about them, but beatable. Because in the end, it's in our hands. Because when we play good, we play damn good.
I think we've seen that today for sure. Across the pond, of course, the LCS playoffs are live right now. TSM versus Cloud9. Niski, what is your prediction?
I think C9 will win. I hope they win and that they get in our group and that we smash them, of course. But yeah, I think C9 will win, to be honest.
Okay, Yamato.
Same way, I think C9 is much better from the few games that I watched. Maybe Speaker can do something, but doubt it.
Adam?
I don't know any of the
I don't
NA
watch
teams,
NA.
so
Yeah.
I will just agree with Yamato.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's usually a good bet. Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you guys so much. Wonderful PGL. You made it to Worlds. Really crazy run so far. We'll see you, of course, next week as well. 4:30 on Saturday for finals weekend. Bye. It's been great. Take a long time to shift the narrative that G2 and Fnatic are the best Europe has to offer. But right now, they are not. Tonight, one of these titans will fall as they battle to keep the 2021 season going. One way or the other, this series will lead to a brand new path for both teams.
A lot of fighting going on mid, but Jankos is there, Mickey's there, and G2 win out.
Sonograve comes out, camps with a shockwave, manages to find them up. It's a double for Jankos. Hillesang will get one in response.
Trust me, we fight it. If they commit for tower, we fight, okay?
Niski coming in, the TP's joining as well as Wonder looks for the Thray. Hexa got a maiden, his key target. Upset the one he wants to land it on. Niski steals away a shockwave, Upset is dead. Adam next on the menu here for G2. Niski on his lonesome in the midst of 5. Tinners G2 will clean up game 1. But the rest of Fnatic are on their way, and the Pillar's going to slow down Reckless. Concussive blows coming out with the stopwatch used here by Niski. No vision in the bush though for Fnatic. They will be able to get the kill, and it's 1-1 here between Fnatic and G2.
But Fnatic still have heal. Hillesang's looking for more.
Mickey.
Oh, they both flash!
Hillesang's in there flipping heads.
Yes, be careful though. Upset has jump and flash. He gets spotted on a wall. He's going to go for it, I think.
Jump, flash.
The block!
Oh, no. Oh my god, Mickey!
Nice, man.
Upset used the buster shot there to try and flash. Vanguard's there, shut down.
G2 are 1 win away from claiming the last world spot here in Europe.
Fnatic take down their base. We are going to a final game to decide who is going to Worlds.
It is going to be insane to see who actually comes out on top. Will it be Reckless, Upset, G2, Fnatic?
And there we go, guillotine! Adam brings down the axe. The realm wall comes out, and we're up with the pillar! Fnatic will join Mad and Rogue at Worlds for Europe, and G2 are going home. Fnatic make it through to Worlds.